That was strange, right? This silence. So this is exactly what we're going to avoid in today's video. We're going to see how we can implement and integrate music and sound effects in our game or app in Unity. Because we don't want a game that doesn't have at all any sound or effect. You know, each game has small sounds, for example, when you click a button, when the user dies, or when the user does any action. So we want to integrate sounds in our game and also a background music. That's exactly what we're going to do in today's video. And I will also show you at the beginning how you can download this for free, not have any problem, and have a lot of sounds you can use in your own games. So let's go to Unity and let's see this. Okay, so here we are in Unity, and let's start implementing this music and sound effects in our game. The first thing we will need to do is to select the different audios that we want to play, a background music and some effects, for example, when we click a button. So how you can do this? And for free, you can go inside your project, Unity project, you can go to the Windows tab and you can go to Asset Store. So the asset store will be opened in your browser, and in here you can download different assets that people has created, and some of them are free. You can see different categories: 3D, 2D, add-ons, audio, etc. In our case, we are interested in the audio one. We have music and ambient, so this will be perfect for background music, and then we have sound effects. So we can explore the different assets that we have in each category to see what we want to use in our game. Let's go to the first one, for example, ambient, and let's filter by price from low to high, so we can see at the beginning the free assets. And for example, you can see this one, I already have included it in my assets, basically. It's a free one, and you can see always a preview in YouTube or SoundCloud as this one, so we can play and hear if we like. Okay, so for example, this can be one of those tracks we can use in the background of our game. If you like it, you can just add the asset and you will be able to use it once and again. For example, in the other category, music, the same. We can find searching by low to high price. We can search and see different music depending on the type of game you have. You may like ones or others. Let's try fantasy, for example. So if you like this one, you can just click in Add My Assets, accept, and then it will appear in your assets. So you can use it from your project whenever you want. Okay, you can open it in Unity. You can also go to the project, here window, package manager, and from here you can see my assets. Here you will see all the assets you have downloaded and used. This one, free 6 fantasy ambient, will appear in here. Okay, you can see it in here. So you just download it, import it in your game, and you can use it. Okay, this one, for example, that I already have it downloaded, you just, once you download, you will see import, and you can import all the tracks or just select a few ones to use in your game. Okay, so this is the first step where you need to select the music you want to use in your game. In my case, I already have selected it in here. I have this folder with a background sound and a button effect. What I will do now is just drag and drop this folder to the main assets of my Unity project, so we can keep everything organized. And I will have in here scripts, scenes, and I also see the audios. Okay, you can see, for example, the background music that I selected. You can click on it, and from here, you can play it. Okay, and also you can see the button effect that I have chosen for the button when I click on it. That is this one, okay, like just a sound that will be triggered once I click a button. So those are the two different sounds I'm going to use in today's video. And the first thing we need to do and check is that in your scene, in the main camera, usually by default is there, but in case it's not, you need to include it, you have an audio listener. Okay, this is very important, that is essential to have the audio listener in your scene. By default, as I told you, usually it's in the camera, but if it's not, you can add the component. In my case, it's there, so I will not do anything else. I can just save and keep with the tutorial, we can keep progressing. So next thing will be, to start creating everything around this integration we're going to do. I will create an empty. In my scene, I will call it audio controller. And in here, we're going to create different things. On the one side, we're going to create another empty project that will be the background music, okay? In background music, we need to add a component of type audio source, this one. An audio source, it's like a speaker. You can reproduce from here different clips. So you see the audio source has an audio clip. It's like a speaker reproducing a sound or a song that you like. In the case of the background music, we are going to directly assign the audio clip because we are going to play always the same music in the background of my game. So I will drag and drop this into the audio clip and we can see it's assigned. I can then Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V or Ctrl+D to duplicate. I will create another one. In this case, it's going to be sound effects. So in here, the source, I will delete the audio clip. Even I only have one button effect, a clip. Most probably in your games, you would like to integrate different sound effects. For example, when you click a button, when the user collides with something, when you get a coin, or when the game finishes, you would like to just reproduce different sound effects. So in this case, what is better, I think, is to assign it directly from the script, the one we need at that moment, and just use it. So let's say that we will have then two audio sources, one for the background music, another one for the effects. This will be like two speakers. Each of them will do the things when we ask for. And very important is that in the audio source, by default, when you create it, you see this option enabled, the play on awake. We're going to disable it in both places. Even that the background music will be played on the start, we are going to disable it and we will manage everything in the script directly. The sound effect doesn't make any sense at all to run it on the awake. So the user starts the game and then suddenly, what's that? I didn't click anything, so will not understand anything. So yeah, let's just disable that option. We will do everything directly from a script we're going to include now in the audio controller. So we will create a new script, will be audio controller, and yeah, just drag and drop it to the scripts folder because by default it's created in the assets. Let's open it and let's start doing the different modifications that we need. So we will open the script and we will start defining the different variables and all the logic we want to implement. Great, so we have the script. We're going to delete this update method. We're not going to use it. And we will start defining the different variables we're going to use during the tutorial. On the one side, we're going to define an audio source that will be the background music source. And on the other side, I will just copy paste it and change the name. The other audio source we have, that will be for the sound effects. So just effects, music, source in this case. Finally, the different clips we have for the effects. I only have one, but if you have more, you can include them in here. You need to define the audio clip, and in this case will be button click effect. Okay, so those are the different variables we will need during our game. What we will do, first of all, in the start, we are going to start reproducing this audio source, the background music. For that, we will use the name of this variable and we will use the method play that will start the reproduction of this song. We're going to also do an optimization that is basically to put it in loop mode so that every time the song finishes, it starts again. So we always have background music. If it
takes 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Once it finishes, it will go ahead to the beginning and will start playing again. So we always have some background music. This is what we are going to do in the start. We are going to start reproducing the background music. And then we need to create a method so that whenever we do a click in the button, we can reproduce the effect, okay? The audio effect. So in this case, we're going to create this method that what we'll do is at the beginning, assign the audio clip to this source. So we will assign this. Okay? We are here just defining that for the speaker, let's say for the source reproducing the effects, the clip to reproduce is this one, the button click effect. And then just let's do the same. Let's play that sound. Okay, perfect. So we save this. One important thing is that this audio controller script will be running sounds in different moments of your game. So we want to make it accessible from the outside. We want other scripts to be able to call this script to run the methods and reproduce different sounds. So for that, we are going to create a public static instance of our audio controller script, basically. We will do it like this, and then add a void awake method, this one, where we are going just to instance equal to this script. So now it is accessible, and from other scripts we can call, for example, this method, that is the one we want, from the buttons to reproduce the effect. Okay, so let's save this script and let's go to our scene where we see, for example, that we have in here 2 buttons. One says start, another one reset. We're going to apply this effect in both of them. Once we click start, we will hear the sound effect. And once we click on the reset, the same. We want to hear that sound. So for that, we will change the script that is managing the scene, is this one, loading. We will open the loading script and we will find the methods we are running when we click on those buttons. One of them is start of the countdown. The other one is the reset. At the beginning, just when we click on them, we are going to call our audio controller instance, and we are going to reproduce this click button effect method. We will do the same, just copy paste in the reset countdown. So when we click in both of these buttons, we will hear the effect. Let's close the scripts. They are saved. Let's confirm in Unity that they have been compiled. Yeah, okay. So we can just assign the different references and test this because we are already there. So in our script, we need 2 things, 2 different audio sources. Background, it's in here, the audio source. Effects, it's in here, the audio source. And the clip representing this button click effect. That is this one we have in the audio folder. Now we have everything, we can save, and we can just go to the simulation mode. I will just keep quiet so you can see in the start, music starts. So just when it starts, plays the music. And then, as we have said, when we click in these buttons, the sound of the effect should be triggered, as you can hear. Okay, so yeah, it's working perfectly. We have background music, we have different sound effects when we click on the buttons in this case, and you can just extrapolate this functionality to other moments of your game. So we can make our game live, more attractive, professional, with sounds, not a quiet game, because it will be very strange. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope this video was useful for you and you can implement this in your games. So any doubt, any problem you faced during the implementation, let me know in the comments. And also if you were able to implement this, for sure I will be more than happy to read in the comments, yeah, it has worked for me, thanks a lot. So it means a lot to me. Also the likes and the subscriptions to the channel are motivating me a lot, and we will keep doing these tutorials every week. So hope I am really helping you. Wish you the best, wish you success in your projects, and thanks a lot as always for being here. See you in the next video.